fuck is that? Looks like a tire light. What's going on, guys? YouTubers, how y'all doing today? Leekautorepair here. Okay, today, what car are we working on? I'm working on a 2010 Subaru Forrester, and complaining about, you see that ugly light right there? Yep, it's a tire light. A solid light that's not blinking, flashing, normally means that there's a problem with the tire. It's under pressure. Could be too much pressure in the tires. You never know. You just got to go out there and check. A flashing light, a flashing tire light, that indicates there's a malfunction with the TPMS system itself or the tire sensors. First things first, when you're dealing with tire pressures and your driver door jamb, right up in here as soon as you open it, we have labels in here. Okay, we have your this label right here. It's with your VIN, get your color code, your weight and all that. Certification label, pretty much. Then you have these labels, and then you have this tire placard right here. Now we're gonna see right there. Okay, so want to look at how much air goes in the front and in the rear. The front, it says 32 psi, and then in the rear it says 60. I mean the rear says 30. Now the spare tire, if it's at like 30 or like 32, just like that, then that'll tell you that there's a tire sensor. Since it says 60 psi, it doesn't have a tire sensor. It's just a regular old ugly spare. So the front gets 32 and then the rear gets 30. So I want to go around all four tires and I want to check the tire pressure. Hopefully I find one that's under pressure or over pressure that's making the light come on. Now, I don't know what you're using as far as what you're checking to check your tire pressure. You can have like a little pen gauge. You can get those from like gas stations, Advance Auto, Pep Boys, AutoZone. Costs a few bucks, $1 if any. Or you probably can get one at the dollar store. Whatever, whichever is feasible for you. Now, I have an air chuck. This hooks up to an airline, so I can fill it up and I can check the pressure. It has a gauge that sticks up when I hook it up to the shredder valve. So now I'm just going to go around each tire and I want to check my tire pressures. You want to check the pressures at the first wheel. You go in any order you want. I'm going my way. Put it into, shove it in all the way. You'll know it's in right. You don't like hear any hissing coming out. So let's go to the gauge itself, and that looks good. Now, go to the next wheel. Don't forget to put your air cap back on. I'm at the left rear wheel, my second wheel. I look good there too. Let's go to the right rear. And the right rear. Check that. That looks good. Last wheel right here. Hopefully this is it, because the 3 tires I checked so far, they were good, within spec. So let's check this. What we got? Oh shit. Okay. So that one shows a little bit over 20 psi, so that's enough to make the light come on. So I will be taking this wheel off, and I want to just soak it down, and I want to check. Just want to check for leaks pretty much. I want to figure out, why is this tire under pressure? Okay, as you can see, I got the tire off the car on the ground where I can, best work with it. To check for leaks, you need a spray bottle with soapy water in it, like this. Shake it up real good and get soapy. And what we're going to be doing with the spray bottle, you want to check all around the tire. Like you want to spray up in here, right where the B seat's at, with the rim. Check up in there, just spray it. It'll like flood up with water. And we're gonna flip the tire over. We want to check the tread thoroughly. So we're gonna spray water. We're gonna soak this whole tire with water. Soak this plug too, because sometimes people don't plug these tires up right. So just go over the tire, soak it up real good. All right, so I got the spray bottle, and I'm just gonna spray around what I just told you to spray at. Spray up in there. Sometimes you gotta twist the spray nozzle itself so it can adjust to get all around. And I'm spraying this because a lot of alloy wheels, after a while, they build up corrosion build up in between the tire and like where the bead seats at. So that allows air to creep out. But the only way to, you know, to get that off, you got to take the wheel off. But I can confirm it this way. So I got soap water everywhere, so I want to go around it. And you should see like bubbles forming up. Sometimes you got to give it a couple minutes, just keep on checking thoroughly. And if it don't leak, you're just going to flip the tire around, check the other side also. Okay, I've been waiting for a couple minutes now. No bubbles forming around the bead, so that's good. So let me flip the tire around, check the other side. I'm gonna do the same thing. And they should have like a nice ring of water around this bead. Got that soak real good. You just go around it. Like I said, go over it for a couple minutes. 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Sometimes it might take a while. So just check. Also, make sure you got the tire, like, overfill it with air. Just put as much air as you can. Like, put like between 40 and 50 pounds in it. That'll help you find the leak faster. Okay, so I waited a couple minutes. I don't see any bubbles forming, so let me check the tread now. Got my tire flipped over, so let me spray the tread up real good. If you have a tank where you could just drop the water in it, you know, they have like a little special tank for the tires you use to check for leaks. This way is the same thing. As long as you have soapy water enough to form bubbles, you should be good. Spray it real good. Don't worry about putting too much, because that's the whole purpose. That's what you're supposed to do. Alright, so I'm just doing inspection. So wherever I sprayed at, just check it real thoroughly. You should see bubbles forming. Give it a good check. Check all the way around. Now, on the spot you sprayed at, if that's not leaking, just rotate it around more like this and get the dry spot, and then check that for leaks. Now, while I'm spraying it, I'm just going ahead and finish checking it for leaks. I'm gonna put the camera down for a little bit, and then I'll let you guys know if I find something. Okay, so after spraying around, I was able to find a leak. It is right here. You can see it like shooting out. Right there. Yep. A little hole. So, I found my leak now. Let's plug it. Now here's my tire plug kit. Guys, don't judge me. I had this kit for a couple years now, and this is a good kit. Got this through Snap-on. It's like 60 bucks. This tip broke off, so it's gonna have to improvise. So I'm gonna be using this pick right here, and maybe this, I wanna somehow puncture the tire. I'm gonna make it work though. As a mechanic, that's what I'm supposed to do. I got a crayon. I'm gonna mark a spot on the tire where the hole is, so I don't lose, you know, the hole location. and this is what you're going to use to put the plug through, and then you're going to, like, you know, shove it in a hole and pull it back out. So I'll show you how everything works. And then I had grease too, like lube grease, to get in the hole better instead of, like, you know, straining yourself trying to get it through the hole. Okay, so I'm going to take this crayon and I'm going to mark the hole, the area where the hole is. So it's right here. I'm just wiping it off so the crayon can dry on. As you can see, there is like a little imprint right there. You could tell that there was a nail, a tag or something in there. So let me take my crayon and mark around it. You can use whatever color you want. This is not, like, you know, light enough for me or you to see. I can make it out, you know, where it is, but I'm just telling you the right way, what steps to take to you know, to get this done. So got my little area right there marked. So next, I want to puncture a hole and make it bigger so I can squeeze my plug in it. So I got my pick. It's not as sharp, but sharp enough for me. I'm just going to muscle it. That's all I'm going to depend on, this muscle here. So I want to take the pick and I'm just going to puncture, make the hole bigger. And then you're going to just shove down in there, move it up and down. Until you can get like a nice stroke. And if you're from Philly, pause. you gotta be from around here to know what that means. But anyway, just, you know, give a couple nice strokes until it's like, you know, it's free. Then wanna put our plug on the next tool. Let me show you. Alright, so this is how you put a plug on. Well, in the tool part itself. So you take your tool just like that and you have your plug. You want to fish it in this hole right here. Now you might gotta pinch it a little bit. It's easy to do it without gloves, by the way. So I'm just gonna get it through the hole. You should see it fish out the other side. Once it's over the other side a little bit, just grab it with the tip of your fingernails, and then you can pull through. And you want it just like that, have it even on both sides. Now, let me show you what to do next. My kit comes with lube. Pause. I'm just gonna dip it in there just a little bit, just like that. And I'm just gonna sit that right there. Put my cap back on. And I'm gonna go to the tire. Let me give it a couple more strokes. Then I'm gonna pull this out. Keep in mind that air will come out. That's fine. Just, you gotta kind of do everything fast at the same time. So I'm gonna pull it out like this. Take my tool, find a hole, right there. And then you're gonna press down on it hard as you can. Sometimes you need two hands. I'm like struggling with one. And when you push it in, get it in a little bit more where you got like a little half an inch of it sticking out. Don't shove it in all the way. And then just pull it out. That's it. You plug the hole. Now I'm going to check our plug, make sure it's right. That looks good. So the tire plug looks good. Then correctly, I'm going to take my air chuck, I got my air line hooked up to it. And I need two hands with this. We're just going to fill it up to 32 psi according to the tire placard. So I got the tire set to 32 psi. Just going to flip the tire over, and I'm going to respray the plug just to make sure it's not leaking. Like I said before, you want to wait like a couple minutes. Sometimes leaks takes a while. Okay, I waited a couple minutes. It's not leaking. I'm good to go, so I'm gonna put it back on the car now. Make sure you got your tire on correctly. Make sure the lug nuts on, torque right. If you got torque specs, follow it. This car should be 80 pounds if I could remember from working at a tire shop years ago. So I'm good. I'm on. Now let's go inside the car. Let's see if the tire light will go on. Let's see if the tire light go off. If it don't go off, we might gotta drive it so the sensors can recalibrate itself. Let's go ahead and check anyway. Start the car. Now, some of these systems catch on right away. Some of them don't. It seems like for this car, it's flashing. So I might have to drive it. Now, let's wait till it actually becomes solid. I'm going on a test drive now since the light didn't go off on the song. That's cool. Like I said, they recalibrate. Okay, I'm driving. Now sometimes, what the hell is this rat on? Man, fuck that shit. I ain't taking it off. Okay, now, back to what I was saying. Now, when you're driving, sometimes it takes speeds greater than like 25 or 30 miles per hour. That's fine. If it takes a couple minutes, whatever, 10 minutes, some systems are retarded. That's fine. Just keep driving and it'll go off. As long as you got your tire pressures set to specifications according to the tire placard I showed you, you should be good. So I'm just gonna keep driving. Hopefully I can find somewhere where I can like maintain speed. So just gonna go straight. Yeah, you pull over. You get on my nerves. Just gonna keep driving. Should be any minute now. So I went on my test drive. The light didn't even go off. I've been driving for like well over 10 minutes. It didn't go off. So I guess the next thing to check for, maybe one of the tires is slightly under pressure. So let's check for it. Now after test driving it again and triple checking my tire pressure, this light seems to stay on. So it's gonna go into my bi-directional scan tool, going into the TPMS module itself. So, and I want to see if it'll clear. So let me read the fault code. Transmitter 1, no data. Transmitter 2, no data. That means either, that's just transmitter means tire sensor. That's all it is a transmitter. Just go back and I want to clear it, see if it'll go off. Clear fault, memory completed. Oh shit, man, we good, we Gucci. Cool. Okay guys, there you have it. I showed you how to, diagnose said tire light problem. Not only that, I showed you really how to plug a tire, repair a tire, whatever you want to call it. And that's it for this video. It's nothing else for me to talk about. If I feel as though there's anything more to do as far as tires, we'll post more videos as expected by me. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys have a good one, and please subscribe to my channel. Peace.